The hardest realization after we've lost our beloved pet. It's actually really hard for both our body and our mind to fully absorb the gravity of their loss. So it takes time. And we go through the stages of like, I can't believe they're not here. We feel numb in the beginning. All of this is completely normal. We we hear them, we feel them, we sense them. That's normal as well. Our mind is searching for them, and it's remembering all those familiar moments that we had with them. And those first few days, we really sense them on a spirit level. And that is when the veil is literally the thinnest. And we are really close with them. And they are close with us, and they are literally beside us, and they're letting us know that they've made it to the other side and they're okay. We go through huge waves of emotion. And sometimes it feels like you're completely crushed under the wave, almost pile drived face down into the sand from a wave. And then there's a moment of normalcy that comes back in, and you're like, oh, okay. Then that's the moment you catch your breath. And then another wave hits. And you kind of cycle in and out through this in a week or the first little while, however long it takes. And then you have moments when you go to the store, go to work, meet with some friends, and you have a normalcy where you give your body that a break, literally. And it's like, oh, okay. And there's a part of you that thinks, maybe it's not really true. Maybe they're not really here. And then you come home and you know it's true. And the wave hits again. This is grief. This is normal. Oftentimes people tell me they feel like they have two sides to them. The side that's absolutely devastated and crushed at home, and then the side that has to put on a mask to go outside and kind of pretend that everything's fine until they find their safe person, their safe people, their safe group, their safe space to be able to show their grief and be witnessed and held in it. And other times they say they just have to put the mask on and just get through. And then they come home and they can take it off and they just let it all out. They also share with me how exhausting that is. And I understand that. I've had several losses myself, and I have felt that same way many times. This is why I do what I do, to be able to hold space for others so they have a safe space to be in their pain and they have another person witness it, because we're not meant to go through our grief alone. Our grief is meant to be witnessed so we can move with it and eventually through it. We're not the same person on the other side. We can't be, because we've changed. That grief and that loss has changed us because that relationship isn't there anymore. But we're better for having had it than never having had it at all. Oh, it hurts like a bugger. Absolutely, it does. And we have reminders of our loss. And then there's a part of us that actually gets scared, scared that we're going to forget them, scared that if we move through our grief, that means we won't think about them or we'll forget about our relationship. You don't. You just hold it in a different way and in a different space. And it holds you in a different space. That this pain that you feel now in the beginning of this loss, these first few days, first few weeks, first month after the loss, feels like you're literally, how are you going to go on? But you do. You do. There's that old adage, time heals all wounds. No, it doesn't. Time just teaches you how are you going to integrate it into your life? How are you going to build your life around it? Because you will carry it for the rest of your life. Every loss you've ever had, you're carrying. How are you honoring it? How are you carrying it? How are you giving it the space that it deserves? And how are you letting it move you, fulfill you, enrich you, make you realize how blessed you are that you got to have that relationship? And there are times that you look at their photos, you find their collar, their leash, their toys, the treat in the pocket that you used to always give them. Those are little signs from them. Hey, thinking about you, and you're thinking about them. But there's also a part of you going, I feel like you're vanishing. You disappeared. Did our relationship even exist? Yes. These are all the markers your relationship did exist. Your heart will always know that that relationship existed. You can't ever forget them. Just know that your heart will always remember them because that's where they have left their imprint on you.